object to the minutes. It was written here, the time I was taken out, it says, Brett Carpenter again addressed the board with his opinion that the corporation has violated his constitutional rights and is restricting his freedom of speech. After abusive and criticizing comments directed toward the school board, he was asked by the president to leave the meeting. When he refused to leave, he was escorted out of the building by law enforcement. So I just want to get this right. It's okay for you to criticize me for exercising my constitutional right of free speech. But if I criticize you for violating my constitutional right of free speech, I'm abusive. You guys made a self-serving, unconstitutional policy, and when I pointed it out, you call me abusive. My goodness. Was Jesus abusive when he pointed out the hypocrisy of the scribes and Pharisees who were lording it over the people? No. It's the scribes and Pharisees who were abusive because they were lording it over the people. So when I come in here and I point out the hypocrisy of saying pledge of allegiance to the flag and 1 minute later violating the Constitution, I'm not being abusive. I'm pointing out how you're being abusive. When my daughter was to give her graduation speech, and your principal, Kathy Longenbaugh, and your superintendent, Ann Linson, bullied her by taking away her speech and taking away the banners that went to her speech, and I went in there to advocate for her, while your superintendent tried to bully me by illegally threatening to have me removed from the building. The only reason I came here is because that day when that happened, I wrote every single person on the board, and not one of you answered. No one responded. So I came in here, and I discovered that you guys had the exact same illegal, unconstitutional bullying practices that were applied to my daughter. This is just unacceptable. So, I just wanted to point this out. In the United States, it's not your policy that decides what I can say here. And it's not Robert's Rules of Order. It's the Constitution.
Right. Yeah, he's right.
And let's just be honest, because I think all of you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Yeah.
Any single person, if you had your daughter, her rights violated, every single one of you would have done the exact same thing that I did. Yeah. So just get off your high horses and stop abusing your authority and abusing your position. So I'm here to ask. I'm requesting that the school board make a public statement that you have no policy that restricts free speech or restricts criticism of you or your policy. Every single citizen should have the confidence that they can come in here and criticize when you guys make bad decisions.
Thank you.